Welcome to the Bidify Penny Auction webinar. Thank you for taking your time to consider what the Wall Street Journal calls the third fastest growing internet business, online auctions. This is becoming such a popular concept. Sam's Club has just introduced their own online auction. And you have to know, if Sam's is there, it's ready for prime time. With the Bidify Penny Auction, anyone can find, bid, and win top-quality, name-brand items for a mere fraction of their retail price. Really amazing values. It's fun, and it sure beats getting up at 4 a.m. on Black Friday to stand in line with hundreds of people to get the few items that may be on sale or whatever's left. So I'm going to take some time to very carefully and visually explain to you how this works. But first, please take a few minutes now to pause this webinar and read these important legal notices. It's important to Bidify that we comply with all rules and regulations, and it's important for you to know what Bidify is and what it isn't. It's not an investment opportunity. You should know that this is not in any way an equity purchase or an investment. And the income disclosure will confirm to you that this is not some get-rich-quick scheme, but it's a solid business model that requires your active participation. We have a direct selling business model, and your income is totally a function of your own efforts. Bidify is a new company. We don't have a track record of income, but in the direct selling industry, the information you see there displayed will give you some idea of what you can expect. Before we begin, there are two names you should know, Bidify and Bidson. Bidify is the marketing arm of the penny auction site Bidson. Bidify's management team is headquartered in Iceland, and the Bidson corporate team is in Germany. More details can be found on each website. As I said, the company is just now launching. With over 20,000 affiliates enrolled during our pre-launch period, we expect over 100,000 affiliates within the first 30 days. I have to tell you, there is nothing more exciting in the business world than being on the front end of a mega successful company. Sometimes, if all the stars align for us, we find ourselves in the right place at the right time with the right people. Welcome to Bidify. The timing for your involvement in Bidify could not be better. The Wall Street Journal blog recently noted that online auctions are the third fastest growing business on the internet. Now, I'm going to show you in just a few minutes how it works, but here's a nice narrative description of the very simple concept. The company pays its internet affiliates a daily cash reward from the profit-sharing pool. Bidify takes up to 50% of its daily net profits from the auction and distributes that to those people that are helping to spread the word and grow the business. As affiliates, we buy sample bids for the company to give away to prospective customers. The sample bids an equal number of bonus points, and we get paid the cash value reward based on how many bonus points we have. It's simple. Here's a neat way to see this process in a very visual way. Bidify affiliates get sample bids, purchase them, and the company gives them to Bidson customers to try the penny auction website. Bidson has these auctions, and it makes money. And as it makes money, it provides a leadership bonus or a daily cash reward of 50% of their daily net profit. It's shared between all the affiliates. Cash rewards are paid out daily. Now, QBids is an online company. It's not new, but they are extremely popular. This is an auction site where iPads auction for as little as $30, and flat screens TVs have been won for anywhere $80 to $120. Just recently, you see some of their results on their auctions. A 14-karat white gold freshwater pearl ring sold for $1.27, and a Cuisinart green gourmet 12-piece cooking set I know personally sells for $300 to $450 retail. Now, QBids advertises in many different places, online, across the internet, on TV, and over the last 3 years, they have acquired over 25 million customers worldwide. I think you'd all agree that Sam's Club has their thumb on the pulse of the shopping public. Well, take a look at this. They are probably the best marketers in the world. Very savvy people, and Sam's Club has just opened its own auction. So, friends, you're in good company in the world of online auctions, so much so that it has now entered the political arena. Recently, President Obama staged a very successful online auction fundraiser for his campaign. So, Our online auction is a penny auction. This simply means that every time someone places a bid on an item in the auction, the price increases by 1 penny. And every auction has a timer. Each time a bid is made, the timer is reset to 30 seconds. The bidding continues, and the time is reset until the clock finally reaches 0, and someone wins the auction. It's fun, it's exciting, and it's great fun. As a plus, if you don't win the item you want, you can always purchase it directly from the site. Now, here's the concept in its simplest form. It's not very much different from a raffle that we've all purchased in the past, whether it's a high school, a parent-teacher association, a booster club, or, in our example on the screen, a church. So let me show you how it works. Let's say the church raffles a nice desktop computer system. Everyone buys a ticket for $5, and everyone knows they have a chance at winning, or they might not win. But with 1,000 people in the congregation, the church takes in $5,000. Now, the computer cost them maybe what? If it wasn't donated, it may have cost them $500 wholesale. So the church gets a very nice profit of $4,500. What would it be like if instead of keeping all the money, they just kept half and gave the rest of the people who helped to make the raffle a success? Well, that's all about Bidify, and we'll get to that in just a minute. But that's the simplicity of the penny auction. It's just that Bidson has put this idea on steroids. So you'll remember that a bid is $1, and that raises the price of the item by 1 penny. As an example, let's say Bidson auctions off a Sony Xbox for $30. Well, $30 is 3,000 pennies because it's just 100 pennies for every dollar. $30 equals 3,000 pennies. So they take in $3,000. But they don't have just one auction. They have hundreds of auctions. So let's just look at 9. If you look at the various amazing number of things they can auction in the course of a day, and our example is just very simply 9, keep in mind Bidson will be having hundreds, perhaps thousands of auctions each day. So in our example here, they have 9 items, the gross revenue of which brought in $80,000, and we know that the business model creates a product cost of perhaps $10,000, so Bidson makes a profit of $70,000. And again, these auctions go on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. So how much money would the company actually make each day? Well, we will all see. So the Bidson auctions are online. You can read a very simple explanation of how it works, as I've explained previously, but here's what the Bidson site actually looks like when you go there. Now, let me just grab a pen. This is what the site looks like when you go there. It's Bidson.com. At the top of the screen, you'll see the item being auctioned, and there's the price. Now, notice something odd about the price. That's a euro. Because our company is headquartered in Europe, all of our pricing is in euros. But don't let that throw you. For conversation purposes and for conversation only, we'll just call this dollars just to make it simple. But you'll see the item, you'll see the price in euros, and you'll see the timer. We mentioned the timer. There it is. And currently, this item, this Samsung Series laptop, is selling for $12.66. So Bob comes along, sees that item, and says, absolutely going to take a shot at that. So he will click here. He will make a bid. The price will increase from $12.66 to $12.67. And then the clock will reset to 30 seconds. Very simple. So someone else will come along in the next few minutes, see that that laptop is selling for $12.67, and they'll say, I have to bid on that. That is too good a value to let go. They'll click on bid. The price will increase to $12.68, and the clock will reset again. If it had gone down to 5 seconds or 3 seconds or 12 seconds, it would simply reset to 30 seconds. And the bidding continues until the clock goes down to 0 and the person with the last bid wins. That is penny auction, friends. It's simple. It's fun. And you'll see that you can do really well with this business model. Purchase some things for yourself, tell some friends about an amazing way to purchase products, and have a very, very solid online business. So clearly, online auctions are hugely popular. Penny auctions are a great way to have fun, purchase items, but this is a business webinar, so what's in it for you? How do you make a business out of this? Well, remember the profit of $70,000 that Bidson made on that example that we used. 9 items, they made a profit of $70,000. Well, Bidson keeps half the profits it makes and pays the other half to people who make the auction successful. That's us. They're internet affiliates. Now, whether it's $350,000 per day or $3.5 million per day, one half of the profits, whatever they are paid as a daily cash reward to people just like you and me. And I remind you, there are thousands of auctions taking place worldwide daily. Now, the best part is this is a proven concept. Over the last year and a half, a trailblazing company doing this exact same thing has brought in over 300,000 affiliates and has been very, very successful. They have averaged paying out 1.4% to each affiliate on the value of their account. Now, Bidify has watched this company very closely, studied this company, and we expect to pay out at least 1.75%. Bidify has gone to school on this, very astute businessmen, and they understand that with the Bidify business model, we can do even better. Now, some of our profit-sharing models suggest that our payout could be as high as 2%, but let's be conservative and keep it at 1.75%. Again, reminding you that a company that's already very, very successful at this has been paying 1.4%. So Bidify affiliates simply purchase a one-time number of sample bids from the company to give away to prospective customers. Now, this could be $100, it could be $250, $100,000, $10,000. You cannot purchase more than $25,000 of sample bids in a single year. And for every 1,000 bids you purchase, you must have one customer to qualify for the daily cash reward. So all the bids go into a pool, not really a swimming pool, but a profit pool. And as you see, people come to the business and they'll purchase any number of bids. It might be Jose, Jennifer, Nicole, or Jack purchasing all of the bids. Now, again, please pay attention to Brian, who purchased $100,000. That was not a purchase that he could have made. So we know from business history and simple human nature that once people experience a penny auction, they'll come back time and time again. As the company makes these bids available as free samples with all kinds of promotions and campaigns, so they'll be doing campaigns across the internet, they'll be doing print ads, they'll be doing mass media. Word of mouth alone will bring people to the auction site. Customers will be attracted to this. They will come back time and time again because of the reasons we've discussed here already. The business model is solid and sound. Once people experience the excitement and the value, and really even the competitiveness of winning on a penny auction website, they will become regular customers. They'll refer their friends, and we will have a growing business. The company generates huge profits by doing this. That's the big picture. You know, we know that as we participate in this, help the people come to the website to experience the penny auction, tell our friends, provide sample bids, then we will have the opportunity to build a very sound and solid business for ourselves. Now, I want to illustrate a very powerful concept that describes how we participate in the daily cash reward. The question is this: would you rather have $100,000 right here, right now, or would you rather have the value of a single penny doubled every day for the next 31 days? Well, you know the answer. Most people would choose $100,000. And if you don't understand the power of a penny or a dollar doubling every day, that probably makes sense. But if they choose the penny doubled every day, they would receive over $10 million in 31 days. This is the power of adding daily to a sum of money. I illustrate this because that's the principle of how the Bidify daily profit pool works. You will get a daily cash reward from the profit pool based on every sample bid that you purchase. This becomes a bonus point worth $1. The number of sample bids you have equals your bonus points. Your cash reward is based on how many bonus points you have. Now, remember, every day, Bidify takes up to 50% of its daily profit and shares with its affiliates based on how many bonus points they have. And here's the key. This is where the penny example comes in. When your daily cash reward is paid to your account, it purchases more sample bids. So your sample bids grow every day, your bonus points grow every day, and your cash reward potential grows every day. And just like the doubled penny, over several weeks and months, this can grow exponentially to be a very large number of sample bids, a very large number of bonus points, and a sizable cash reward. So, what's in it for you? How do you earn your share of the daily profit pool? Well, let's just take this example and make it real. Remember, you earn on the daily profit that the company makes. So if you purchase 150 sample bids and meet the simple requirements of spending $50 per month purchasing sample bids for the auction site, and there is also a $20 monthly website fee that pays for the website. It's kind of like a hosting fee. And remember, I previously mentioned you need one customer for every 1,000 sample bids you purchase. That's it. So you purchase 150 sample bids. We're going to assume a 1.75% payout. So on day one, you've made $2.63. That's added to your bonus point value. You now have $152.63. As your daily cash reward purchases more sample bids, by day 40, that's up to $300, and by day 180, that's worth $2,274 in sample bonus points. With a $1,000 initial purchase on day 2, 1.75% of that would be $1,750. So as soon as that cash reward is applied, you have $1,750. On day 40, that would be $2,000. And by day 180, then you have $15,159 accrued in your bonus points. Again, assuming a 1.75% daily cash reward. And finally, just in this example of what $10,000 would be, and it's just adding zeros at this point, day 1, 1.75% of that would add $175 is $10,175. Day 40, that's grown to $20,000, and day 180, that could be $151,590, $151,590 based on a 1.75% daily payout. Now, again, we remind you, the trailblazing company that we've watched, modeled, and studied over the last year and a half has been paying 1.4% per day. It is important, of course, that you know that the company is founded in good, solid compliance to rules and regulations. We have one of the world's foremost authorities and legal experts guiding our way through the maze of rules and regulations to ensure that it's operating in the most legally pristine and proper way possible. Attorney Kevin Thompson is at the top of the game, highly sought after, and he has been guiding us every step of the way through the development phase, through the beta test, and is on board actively watching to make sure that Bidson and Bidify are the company that you would hope them to be. With this business model, every single one of us has the ability to make money, whether you start with $150, $500, or $1,000. Unlike so many multi-level businesses or other direct selling home businesses, here's an opportunity for everyone to participate in the worldwide profit pool, whether you build an organization or not, as long as you're qualified. $50 per month purchase of sample bids, plus $20 website administration fee, plus one customer for every 1,000 sample bids. That's it. And a customer only needs to be someone who just registers. There's no purchase required. So if you had 5,000 sample bids, you'd simply need 5 customers. You get 10,000 sample bids, you need 10 customers. And if you don't think you can get your own customers, Bidify has a customer acquisition program so you can get customers for only $2.50 a piece. Friends, online auctions are fun. Penny auctions have rapidly developed into an extremely popular internet shopping phenomenon. People like to get bargains. They love to win. If the Wall Street Journal says that online auctions is the 3rd most popular business concept on the internet, there's a reason. Bidify has developed a way for you to have a sound and credible internet-based business, teaching people about penny auctions and getting amazing, top-quality products for rock-bottom prices, and they will pay you to help spread the word. Please get back to the person who invited you to this webinar and get all of your questions answered. Thanks for listening, and welcome to the wonderful world of internet marketing.